The Kansas City Chiefs have absolutely dominated free agency so far. We are 2 weeks into it, and the Kansas City Chiefs have made a number of incredibly impressive and smart moves, doing it once again when they just went out and signed a new cornerback from the Green Bay Packers. What's up, everybody? Daniel Booth here again with your Chiefs news of the day. Today is Saturday, March 22nd, 2025. If you are new to my channel, I discuss Chiefs every single day, just with my bros and my homies and whoever wants to talk Chiefs with me. I'm not an insider, not a journalist. I'm not talking to Andy Reid on the phone. So my opinions are subjective and most likely wrong, as people are more than happy to tell me in the comment section below. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. How are the Kansas City Chiefs doing so far in free agency? It's my contention that they're pretty much nailing it, and I am not alone in that thinking. Let's get to it right away. First, the Kansas City Chiefs go out and sign a new quarterback from the Green Bay Packers. Former Green Bay Packers cornerback Robert Rochell agreed. I think it's Rochell, but it might be Rochell. Somebody tell me what it is. Agreed to a one-year deal with the Kansas City Chiefs on Friday. That's according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. Today is Saturday. I missed this yesterday. The former fourth-round pick of the Los Angeles Rams was picked up by the Packers in 2023 as a practice squad poaching off of the Carolina Panthers roster. But here's the good news, Kansas City Chiefs fans. When you investigate this guy a little bit more, there's potentially some huge upside. Here's what I'm talking about. We'll say Rochell bounced on and off the Packers' 53-man roster throughout the 2024 season, but ended up playing 20 games for Green Bay over the last 2 seasons. For the most part, he was on the. I just clicked. That's what happened. I just went ahead too fast. For the most part, he was a special teams contributor, playing one defensive snap. But more importantly, he's the third cornerback from the Packers' 53-man roster to lead the team this offseason. So apparently, this guy made the practice squad as a rookie. Somebody else poached him off that practice squad. That's typically a good sign that people are saying this guy's a developmental guy, and hopefully we can sneak him, we can cut him, and then we can put him on the practice squad, and then we can kind of hide him away and develop him for a couple of years. Well, somebody read right through that and saw enough tape on this guy to say that he's good enough. So the Kansas City Chiefs go out and sign this guy as well. Obviously, he's not going to be a starter, but it's just another smart move to stack up as many defensive backs as you possibly can, because they are a commodity in the NFL. They are gold. It's hard to keep them. They demand a lot of money, and most of them are just mediocre at best playing against these wide receivers. When you find a special defensive back, it's truly gold, and we've seen that over the past few years with the Kansas City Chiefs with a number of amazing players back there. And so we've seen when you got one, it's the best. And when you got somebody who quarterbacks can just continually exploit, it's the worst. Kind of like a left tackle position. When it's good, it's the best. And when it's not, it's the worst. And it's a nightmare. Same thing with defensive backs. So the Kansas City Chiefs obviously are saying, let's just see how many we can get. And you can never have too many at that position, in my humble position. You can never have too many at that position, in my humble opinion. There we go. Boy, it's Saturday. Daddy's had a long, stressful week. Could be Miller time here in a couple minutes. All right, let's get right to it. So, Kansas City Chiefs doing enough during this free agency to get an A- for its free agency efforts. Like I said, I'm not alone in who I said that the Kansas City Chiefs, that I'm not alone in thinking that the Kansas City Chiefs are doing a pretty good job and dominated free agency so far this year. So here's what we know. Here are the signings. We've signed Jaylon Moore, offensive tackle from the 49ers, Elijah Mitchell, a running back from the 49ers, Robert Tonyan, a tight end who re-signed with the Chiefs after a stint on their practice squad, Gardner Minshew, quarterback, Bailey Zappe, a quarterback, Blake Lynch, linebacker, Fulton, a cornerback, and then Tillery a couple days ago, defensive tackle from the Minnesota Vikings. All those guys can ball. And then departures. Here's the thing. Here's what gets interesting. Departures. I did like P. Ryan. We had McCole Hardman, goodbye. We had DeAndre Hopkins, see you later. We had Justin Watson, that one hurt, but he got to go to the New Orleans Saints and play for his hometown team. Excuse me, that was Justin Reed. Justin Watson went to the Houston Texans. Justin Reed went to the New Orleans Saints. But then Keith Taylor, Joshua Uche, Derek Nyati, that one kind of stung a little bit. And then Tershawn Wharton, defensive tackle, joined the Carolina Panthers. So out of all those players, do you see really anyone and just say, out of all the ones that we lost, you can say Justin Reed, you can say Watson perhaps, and there's not Nyati had some flashes of brilliance, but I don't see one player in there. McCole Hardman, thank you for your service. DeAndre Hopkins, thank you for your service. So I didn't really see one player in there that I'm like, that stings. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be right back where they were a year ago, and be contending for a fourth straight Super Bowl. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. We will do it all again tomorrow. Have a safe and wonderful Saturday, as always.